What is the historical origin of lobbying regulations? Imagine a time when government decisions were influenced behind closed doors, with little to no oversight. That's how things used to be before laws started to change. Lobbying regulations in the United States began because people wanted transparency and fairness in how government decisions were made. The story starts in the early 1900s, when journalists uncovered corruption and special interests pulling strings behind the scenes. In 1906, investigative reporters revealed senators working for private interests instead of the public. This led to reforms like the 17th Amendment, which made senators be elected directly by voters instead of being chosen by state legislatures. Between 1907 and 1928, lawmakers tried to create rules to regulate lobbyists. They wanted lobbyists to register and share who they were working for, but most of these bills did not become law at that time. Then, in 1938, the government passed the Foreign Agents Registration Act. This law aimed to limit foreign influence on U.S. policies, especially during the rise of Nazi Germany. It required people representing foreign interests to disclose their activities and who they were working for. The first big federal effort to regulate lobbying came in 1946 with the Federal Regulation of Lobbying Act. It required lobbyists to register with Congress and report their expenses every 3 months. But this law was poorly written and didn't work well. In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled in United States v. Harris that disclosure rules only applied to paid lobbyists who directly talked to members of Congress about specific bills. This limited the law's reach and left many lobbying activities unregulated. Later, scandals involving undisclosed lobbying and bribery pushed Congress to act again. In 1995, the Lobbying Disclosure Act was passed to make lobbying more transparent. It set clear rules for registration, required detailed disclosures, and defined what activities counted as lobbying. This law responded to concerns about corruption and aimed to make the process more open. Since then, laws like the Honest Leadership and Open Government Act of 2007 have added more rules to improve transparency. Many states also created their own lobbying laws, often inspired by federal rules. These state laws usually requiring lobbyists to register, report their expenses, and sometimes restrict gifts or employment between government and lobbyists. Overall, lobbying regulations started because people wanted to prevent corruption and ensure government decisions serve the public interest. They evolved from early efforts to control foreign influence and disclose lobbying activities to comprehensive laws that promote transparency and accountability. These laws continue to shape how citizens engage with government and influence policies today.